What's up YouTube, and welcome to Homebrew Subaru. I finally did it. I finally made it to 10k subscribers. This was something I had in mind like 3 years ago. I would be at 20k, and then when that didn't happen, I was kind of slated to hit 10k last year and it didn't happen. So I just had to start being a lot more realistic and just be like, go with the flow, whatever happens, happens. I don't make short form content for this channel, so it's kind of understandable that a lot of those, dead numbers are not on my channel anyway, even though my channel's not doing like the biggest numbers to begin with. But regardless, I am still here and I'm still making content, opposed to a lot of people that I used to watch that are no longer on YouTube or put out like 1 or 2 videos a year. I mean, I understand it's a lot of work, especially if you're doing it solo, and I've done this whole channel completely solo on my own. So the thing that happened to me last week is the slave cylinder in the Forester blew. 3 days ago, I'm going to work and I'm starting to step on the pedal. I'm like, what is going on with the pedal? And it just started getting ultra soft. By the time I got to work, the pedal was on the floor and I had to keep on pulling it back up, having about this much clutch. So I've checked it out. I kind of realized what the issue was really quickly, and I've got the part right here. And yeah, the slave cylinder popped. Replaced it like 8 months ago. So first things first, we are going to go outside, replace the slave cylinder, and get the Forester back in the garage for some more projects. So initially when I started checking this out, I didn't notice the fluid being low at all, but I decided to get the air box out of the way anyway, just to have a better look at the slave cylinder. And then when I did, I just pulled back the boot here. And I mean, you can see how much fluid's actually pissing out. It's popped the seal inside for whatever reason. I've had a lot of shuddering out of this clutch, and I kind of wonder if the shutter has rattled the rod to wear the seal out prematurely. But I mean, that's like only 8 months old, so sending it back and trying to get a warranty out of a $40–50 part when Canada Post is down isn't going to happen. So I just had to buy another one, and it's only going to be a one banjo bolt and 2 other fastening bolts to get it out of there, and then to hook up the line to the new one and get it rebled. Shouldn't take me too long. Really quick and easy to change this out. I've already got everything all tightened up and the bleeder's cracked. I just got my little reservoir here. Gonna try and get this to gravity bleed for a little bit. Take off this line clamp, and hopefully I can get a little fluid to come through before it starts to rain again. Get this thing inside and then do a proper bleed and put everything back together. And I will just show you really quickly how I do this up for solo bleeding. I've got this hard cushion that I put up against the seat, and then I will give a bunch of pushes on the pedal. See, it's pretty much on the floor there. And then, of course, I've got to do this with 2 hands, but then I will take the bar and just put it onto the pedal and squeeze it into the cushion, make sure there's downward pressure, and then come over to the bleeder with that hose connected and just crack it loose. And you can see fluid passing through with a little bit of bubbles, and I could actually hear the pedal move on the inside. I do that a few times and I'll get at least a pedal to come up, and then I can bring it inside to play with it some more, either this way or even put the vacuum bleeder on it. Man, I tell you, these GoPro batteries just drive me fucking crazy. I had the camera set up so that I could pull the Impreza out and the Forester back in. Assumed it had enough battery to film that whole thing, and I didn't even get the Impreza to pull out before the battery filled. And now I'm just looking, this battery's dying again. So yeah, as you can see, I managed to get the Forester inside, and this seems to be bled well enough that, you know, the clutch actually, like, it got tons of travel, and I don't think I need to do any more bleeding. I might just let it sit overnight though, give it a couple presses in the morning, just to be 100% sure. But really, I'll just got to put the air box back in, and then I have that strut tower bar that goes across there. So I think I took care of this problem. And I can just hear the rain starting to fall now, so I'm glad I got the Forester inside when I did. So I got the piston popped out of the slave cylinder here, and I do see an issue with the actual slave cylinder piston seal, which is basically this piece of rubber, tapered rubber on here. But as you come around here, it's nice and smooth, and then getting around to this side, you can see this little divot in it, kind of where this wear mark is on the bore. So for whatever reason, that seal got collapsed or started to fold or crush and flipped around. Maybe just this lip of it flipped around and it started to wear like that, and obviously that is what caused the actual leak. Why that's happened, I can only assume it's, you know, gone defective just because it was one of those things, or it's because you see a little bit of more wear mark on the piston here. I mean, it's a ultra heavy duty clutch that's in this thing with a 6-puck disc, and I've been, you know, beat on it through the summer going through like off-road stuff. So I mean, if this was shaking in the bore and caused a little bit of play, just enough for that seal to start being an issue, and then just all of a sudden one day it popped on me, I can see that happening. Now fortunately this leak did happen while I was headed to work, and I was able to actually get the, you know, Forester back home so I could make the repair at home. If I was like way down the highway or off camping, I would have been pretty screwed. So yeah, 10K subscribers, it's something I've been looking forward to for a very long time. 10K subscribers doesn't really mean a whole lot. I mean, it indicates the channel is still growing, yes, but a lot of the, you know, subscribers hit my channel just because of the very high viewed videos that I have on it. And, you know, week after week, my views aren't, you know, crazy high on most of these videos. It's nice to see the channel growing though, and looking forward into the future. I've got some new things planned to try and keep it growing. I'm really going to start directing most of my energy towards Detox Proxy, the other channel that I've started, to try and outgrow Homebrew Subaru. I feel I'll be able to be a little bit more diverse over there and do a lot more different things, whereas Homebrew Subaru has really concentrated on like 20-year-old Subarus. So needless to say, this channel wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for viewers like you actually clicking on the videos and watching my content. I appreciate everyone that actually takes the time out of their day to watch Homebrew Subaru. Heading up to the new year, I've got a couple more videos coming out that are kind of in light production right now, and the stuff's kind of behind the camera being hidden. You'll just have to wait and click on it when it comes. And then going into the new year, I've made another purchase that we're gonna have to do some mods on that, and I will probably include them on this channel, even though the main content for this thing will be over on Detox Proxy. And aside from that, I'm thinking I'm gonna maybe actually put out like a new sticker pack, so including one of my old sticker, and then some new designs that I've made up, one which I already have on order, and then just making like all the stickers available in a pack for cheap and make it available for you guys to have. So yeah, I would like to thank everyone that comes to Homebrew Subaru and makes it grow. Let's try and get a little bit further. 20K is another 8 years away. It's supposed to be less time than that, maybe like 4 or 5 years. But anyway, yeah, if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for that.